Crazy photos you won't see anywhere else. In 2000, Richard Jones was sentenced to 19 years in prison for a robbery in Kansas based solely on eyewitness identification. He served 17 years before being released in 2017 after it was discovered that the real suspect was his near-identical lookalike, Ricky, who lived near the crime scene. Brooke Shields celebrating her 21st birthday, 1986. In 1903, Edward Llewellyn made history by catching the largest sea bass ever recorded off the coast of Catalina Island. The massive fish weighed an astonishing 425 pounds, setting a world record at the time. This building doesn't allow helium balloons. Mads Mikkelsen and wife Hannah Jacobsen in the late 90s. They have known each other for 38 years. Grace Kelly, photographed by Alan Charland for Life magazine, 1954. Actress and dancer Yvonne Craig performing an impressive move in the pool, mid-1960s. Abandoned church in Wisconsin. The younger generations will never know how glorious it was when things were open 24 hours a day. You could go to Walmart at 2 in the morning to knock out your shopping list, or go to Walgreens in the middle of the night when you needed medicine urgently. Emory University rejection letter from 1959. Inflammation caused my iris to dilate in the shape of a butterfly. Moose and fog. Isabella Grace and Florence Elizabeth circa 1862. That side look she gives is very interesting. April 1985, 50,000 feet over the Irish Sea. This is the only photograph ever taken of a Concorde flying over Mach 2. Farrah Fawcett, 1975. Lost Gen X bedroom in the attic of an abandoned house. A gold ring from around 500 of the Common Era found between some boulders by a deer hunter in Sweden a few days ago. This picture shows Grace Kelly in the foreground and what appears to be Audrey Hepburn in the background. Can anyone guess the context or event? A Coca-Cola advertisement made by spreading grains for pigeons in St. Mark's Square, Venice, 1960. Even though both near and far sides of the moon are exposed to sunlight, the far side is colder, new research suggests. Linda Hamilton, 1980. The 2nd century of the Common Era colossal statue of Mars at the Capitoli Museums is a masterpiece of Roman sculpture that showcases the artistic achievements of ancient Rome, particularly in its intricate details such as the calce of Mars, the remarkable footwear adorned with elaborate designs. Julie Newmar, Catwoman. In 1951, a 66-year-old man was not allowed to enter an 1,800-kilometer or 1,118-mile bicycle race because he was considered too old. He showed up anyway and won the race by biking for days without sleep. He earned the nickname Grandpa Steel. Holographic Pog Slammers. Abandoned homestead in eastern Colorado. The Punic Kothan of Carthage in modern-day Tunisia, as it would have appeared in the 3rd century before the Common Era, compared to today. Thomas Jefferson's 6th great-grandson recreates his photo. Monteriggioni is one of the best-preserved walled medieval towns in Tuscany, Italy. Jimmy Stewart and Raquel Welch, 1966. Kim Jong-un with his classmates in Switzerland during the 1990 Bonnie Aaron's transformation into the Nun. Ice Cave. British Antarctic Expedition. Jan 5th, 1911. The shadow work on this tattoo is just crazy. Hapful instructions on a jug of Tide. Actress Jean Tierney, still from the film Thunderbirds, 1950.